Ho ho ho, I got hose and shit. So yes, it's the annual Christmas pickups video for Classic Retro Game Room, and I've actually cracked out the tripod, yay. So if we zoom out and move down, we can see I have some banana bread beer. Tasty. And obviously I also have some pickups, so I'm now sitting at 1,039 subscribers, 4,28263, yeah, whatever. I got nearly creeping towards 500,000 views gradually. Yes, so obviously Christmas pickups. So the first game I picked up, pardon me, probably should have done a video yesterday, but I didn't. So it's a game that I bought myself, brand new from Amazon, paid 32 quid for it, and it is Forza Horizon 2. You may have seen my video on the demo, you probably won't have. But yeah, this is probably one of the best games, best racing games I've ever played. Certainly better than Drive Club, and I find it more fun than Forza 5. It rewards you for being just a cunt, basically. So yes, that's the game that I bought myself. So that's that one out of the way. So yes, the next games are all ones that I've bought with my Christmas monies. So without further ado, the first one is Killer Instinct Combo Breaker Pack. Yeah, you may have seen my video on the demo of this. There's like a pattern emerging here. Well, it's not really a demo, but the limited version. Not actually had chance to play this yet. I really want to play as TJ Combo. So he was my favourite character from the SNES game. But it's just fucking updating. I don't know whether it's just a pain in the arse, this generation of gaming. You have to install the whole game, and then half of the game needs updating. I mean, 11 gigabytes I need to download to update this fucking fighting game. It's horrendous, but yeah, so just waiting for that to install at the minute. The next one is Forza 5, hitting my beer there, which I just mentioned. Played it briefly. It's pretty much just what I expect. It's more serious than Horizon 2, obviously, and I've only done a few races on it, but it's what you expect really after playing the fourth game. It's got better graphics, and yeah, so we're putting some hours into that one, hopefully. Yes, Drive Club. A strange kind of game. When I first started playing it, I thought, what a load of shit. But when you do actually become accustomed to the handling, it's got weird handling. It's kind of in between, I'd say, like Ridge Racer and Forza, kind of arcadey, weirdy, simulation-y handling. It's hard to explain unless you've actually played the game. I did expect more from the graphics, to be honest, but it seems pretty solid. Server issues, obviously, still. I don't know whether that's just because it's Christmas or because the Sony network seems to be down at the minute. It's probably been fucking hacked by Slim Dong Jong, or whatever his fucking name is, that fucking prick who looks fucking Down syndrome. So yeah, that's Drive Club. Pick that up. Dropping all my games on the floor constantly. Next game I wanted to play for a long time. I've previously played it on the PC briefly. I really wanted it when it came out. Played it on the PC, I was like, whatever. But it's Titanfall. A lot more fun playing on the consoles. Playing with some like 10-year-old kid earlier on the fucking voice chat going, "Yeah, they like playing this, it's impossible." And I'm just like, yeah, it plays like Call of Duty, but you can run across walls. Yeah, it's pretty enjoyable. Shame there's no obviously real campaign and all that stuff, but I knew that before jumping into it. It's just an all-out multiplayer game with bots and shit, so I was quite enjoying playing that earlier. And then I did Google whether you can just mute everybody on headsets, and found out that if you go on xbox.com you can disable voice chat and message communication. So I need to drink a little bit of beer. We'll show you some more Titanfall there, just to stop myself going hoarse. I should do it. And we'll put that to the side. Right, so something I don't have in my collection yet. It's a Super SNES game, Super Nintendo SNES, whatever you want to call it. And it's Bubsy, a game I already own for the Megadrive, I think, or I might just own Bubsy 2. It is boxed and randomly has, it does have the insert here, crap out of the way. But it randomly has like the front of the manual but nothing else, and it's actually the American version because the NTSC, because I just wanted something to try out on my action replay for the Super Nintendo, and it was cheap and fully boxed, so I thought, hey, it's American fully boxed, something I've not got in my collection, so I picked it up. Yeah. Next on the list, kind of similar thing really, except not boxed or American. Japanese, I believe it's Mickey Mouse's Magical Quest or some shit like that. As you can see, it's a Super Famicom game by Capcom. It's a platformer. Yeah, I basically wanted a Japanese, pardon me, cartridge to try on the actual replay, same as the American game, so pick that one up. Looks like a pretty decent game as well. I've got another PS4 game here actually, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Unity has just been released. It's supposed to be totally pretty fucking broken. I don't know whether they've managed to fix it yet, but I tend with these Assassin's Creed games to get them like a year later when they're cheaper, so that's my reason for picking that up. Though to be honest, I wasn't too impressed with the third one, so I probably won't be impressed with this to be honest, but thought it'd be worth a trundle through. Here we have a cartridge, and it is Splatterhouse 2, as you can see there, for the Megadrive. I've not got any Splatterhouse games, or there's 2 and 3 for the Megadrive. I've not got any of the games in my collection, so I thought I needed to change that, so I picked up Splatterhouse 2. And because I didn't have enough Splatterhouse, also for the Xbox 360 I picked up Splatterhouse. A game that's price seems to have kind of hit a level and maybe going up on the rise, so yeah, didn't have any Splatterhouse in my collection, so I thought I'd hit it with the old school, not really new school anymore, is it? Old school, lesser old school double whammy there. So put that to one side. And talking of double whammies, let's go for this one if I can find them both quickly. Here we go. I have here Super Mario 2 for the NES, complete with the sleeve thing there. Never really seen the point of these horrible germ-ridden things. So yeah, Super Mario 2 for the NES, and because I said it's a double whammy, you have Super Mario Bros. 3 also for the NES, so 2 essential titles for the system that I had to pick up, so just thought fuck it, let's have them. Let's be having yous. So, to not neglect the PS3, picked up Skate 2. I was going to pick up Skate 3, but then I actually looked into it and people were saying like there's hardly any difference, and there was a little bit of price difference, so I thought I'll go for Skate 2 first, and it looks like it's pretty much the best one in the series, possibly. And the system I've not picked a game up for a while, Saturn, and it's shell shocked, don't know anything about this game. Looks like a shit tank game, but it looks like it's in pretty decent condition, boxed with the manual and all of that stuff, so nice to get a Saturn game to add to the collection. Here we have another American Super Nintendo SNES game, an X-Rental, as you can see there from the foil bits, from it's like Texas or something, I don't know, but it's Primal Rage and it's got stickers and shit all over it. But yeah, just thought it'd be cool to have Primal Rage for the Super Nintendo. Here we have a system pickup. Can't really see, well, you can see what it is, but I shall try and pull it out. It is, if you don't already know, it's a bit more sealed. Actually, we'll just leave it in there. It's a Namco Bandai WonderSwan. It is the black and white one. I figured I'd probably get the colour one as well at some point, but it's in pretty nice condition. It's actually smaller than I was expecting it to be. The thing is like tiny. So yeah, interesting system. And to go with that, if I can open these up, picked up these two Digimon games in Japanese and shit, obviously. I don't know, I don't think you really need to be able to speak Japanese to play them, and you probably won't want to play them anyway. Talking of Japanese, here we have Yakuza 4 for the PS3. So I completed Yakuza 3 quite recently. I also completed Yakuza Dead Souls, which I enjoyed probably less than 3, but both decent games, so I thought I'll get the 4th one, and it's recently been released that the 5th one's coming out, so yay. Although I would have liked the 5th one to come out on the PS4 and not the PS3, to be honest. And last, and probably actually least in size and all sorts of other ways, we have 4 games, and the first one is Alleyway for the Game Boy, obviously, and these are all Game Boy games. So yeah, it was cheap and I was rounding up some monies and shit. Mario and Yoshi, I think I also own this game digitally on the Wii U, but yeah, thought I'd try and pick up as many Mario games as I can for the Game Boy. We have Race Days, it's just called Race Days. It says 2 full games on one cartridge in the small print, so I don't know if it is actually 2 different games or it's just one called Race Days. It's kind of cryptic. And finally, the last pickup is Wario Land 2 for the Game Boy. So I never played any of these Wario Land games. I do remember the kind of advertising campaigns when I was younger for them. So if I move this out of the way and make a nice little stack here, we've got the old school, the new school, the almost new school, the very old, well, not really got the very old school, have we? But yeah, we've got a pile of pickups, and that's what I got for Christmas. The system on top, just for good measure. So yeah, thanks for subscribing. Merry fucking Christmas and shit. And I'm gonna drink some beer and play some Xbox One and PS4, and hopefully now I'm off till like the 5th of January, I will get plenty of videos done on all of these. So, bastard. Try that again. Get many videos done on all of these Xmas treats. Nice waving of hand. So goodbye, and ho ho ho. I got hose.